Alright, take two. Anyway, this is what I wanted to talk about. It was Dungeon Crawl Classics role-playing game. And you might notice I've got 3 different copies. I know these two don't look the same. Well, these two look the same, but trust me, they're not. And, here, let me do this one. Let me show you the spines of these. This is the soft cover spine. That's the hardcover spine. And then there's this cover. I honestly forget what they call this cover, but this is like a special artist had done this one. Now what's interesting is they must have like a dozen different covers for this game. Some of them are convention exclusives that could be like $100 or more. It's a neat idea, but these are, look at that, $24.99 for the soft cover. Look at that. That's $24.99. That's what the prices used to be back in the day for role-playing games. A hardcover, $39.99. That's about standard for an RPG. And that's good. That's a good price, I think. I love the hardcover. So, is the content different? Actually, yeah. This one has quite a bit more art inside, or different art. I can't point to a specific example because I didn't bother to mark them, but there are examples of art that are in here that are not in here. But look at this. That is a nice interior artwork. But look at this. Look at the cover, inside cover of this one. Oh, wow. That is scary. Look at this guy. Yeah, he's in trouble. And they didn't even reprint the inside cover. Look, they have a completely different inside cover for the back than the front. Most RPGs that do something like this, they'll do the same interior. These guys, they went, nah, we're going to do different pictures. I really appreciate that. I really like that. That's really cool. And this one, as far as I could tell, this one has the same art content. Well, no, maybe not. I would almost bet you that this one has different interior art as this one over here and this one. So they're going to change up the art in each of these books, which I think is very interesting. But the content itself, is the same. If it were me, I'd be a troll and put different charts in different books. They would be like, no, they'd still be the same chart, but the stuff that you roll up on them would be different because I'm just a jerk like that. Just completely confuse everybody. But no, the rules are the same in each of the books. Now, there is a little bit of a content difference. This book, this book, this book. All 3 have the same adventure as this book. Let me see if I can flip to it. You might have remembered me. Here it is. The Portal Under the Stars. It's a 0-level funnel. You heard me talk about it before. Look at that. Awesome. But they do not have Knoll House, which is in this one. Now this one and this one each have a 1st to 3rd level adventure. Maybe I have it marked on this one. Yeah, here it is. The Abbot of the Woods. There's the map for that. That's an awesome looking map. I love their maps. Their maps are so cool. So when you get through with the funnel for this one, which is also in this one, Portal Under the Stars, you could jump right into this adventure, which is pretty neat. But what about the hardcover? Does it have a different first through third level adventure? No, it doesn't. It has a different fourth to eighth level adventure. The Infernal Crucible of Sarzakan the Mad. That's a name you're going to hear a lot in this game. Sezrekan. Ah, there. I think I'm saying it right now. Yeah, and I've read this adventure. And this adventure, oh my goodness. Yeah, this is it looks short. It is short. But boy, is this an encounter. This is, yeah, the fourth level, yeah, maybe not so much. Maybe closer to the eighth. Sezrekan. Let's see. I think I marked him in this book. Whoop. Yeah. There we go. He is a patron. Now, what's a patron? You know how in D&D you have warlocks and they go off and looking for people to give them power? That's basically a patron in Dungeon Crawl Classics, and they did it first. And Sezrekan also has his own dice. Look at this. These are official Zachi dice for Dungeon Crawl Classics. All those dice I've been telling you about, the D30, the D3, where's that D7 at? Is this the D5 or the D... This is the D5. This is the D4. I know I've got a D7 in here. Where's the D7? Here it is. There's the D... Look at that weird die. That is probably the strangest looking die I've ever encountered in any game. There, 7. Huh! Check it out. Each tube of dice is themed around a character. This one, obviously, Sezrekan. Or Sezrekan. So there's the little tube, and it's got all that little thing. I wonder if I should read that. Nah, this video is going to go too long. But it's neat. And I forget what this is in the back. I'm going to have to read it at some point. Anyway, as far as mechanics of the game, I pretty much went over a lot of it in this one, the quick play rules. But just to recap, it's your race is your class if you're an elf, dwarf, or halfling. Humans get thief, warrior, cleric, and wizard. Everything is 100% randomized when it comes to your character creation, the way it used to be. The only real choices you get is your character class if you're human during the funnel. And of course, then there's the 0 level funnel I was telling you about in previous videos. That is so much fun. You're just some poor schmuck with a 9-to-5 job he hates, and he decides, you know what? It's time to go kill some monsters and make some money. Anyway, I just basically wanted to talk about Dungeon Crawl Classics. And no, not a whole lot of detail, but I didn't want to go too long on it. But yeah, anyway, there you go.